Shalom, shalom, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Raha, Kwadash, and Abhana Zelda, and the apostles of the Timison who know well. Peace, blessing, salutation to you, Aki, who are pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven, being at the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise here on Yeshua as in the days of old. So it is another lesson inspired by a clip I was watching, man. Actually, it was going to equality, actually, standard on how society is supposed to operate. Then it spoke about money and power. Actually, and the clip actually spoke about when somebody with power appear as a person with money takes his step back. So power is the highest thing you can have, man. The ability to make things happen. The ability to move things around as you wish. There are certain things in which you can't do with money. For example, prolong your life. But with power, you can do that, man. Talking about the true power, man. You can do that, man. So I typed in, after watching that clip, I meditated and I typed in, power is the ability to manipulate the fundamental. You see? Or a couple of days ago, I was thinking power is the ability to move things around as you wish, but it is much more deeper than that. You see, you can be able to challenge the fundamental, man. And what are the fundamental? You see, the meaning of fundamental refer to the basic essence of principle. You see, if you have power, you can bend the principle, make a principle obey your will. For example, the power of flight, and we will be able to do that. We will be able to take flight, man. You see? So in principle, you can't do that because you have something known as a gravitational force. That's a principle. If you have mass, you see, you can't just fly because of gravitational force and your body have mass. That's a principle. You see? But with power, you can blend that principle. But with money, you can't do that. You see? Of course, you can build those jetpack and fly, but that's counterfeit. That's not true power. I'm talking about the true power here, man. Or building block of a subject. The ability to manipulate the element, the core essence of things, man. See? The building block of a subject, skill, or system, man. See? There's a core concept you need to understand in order to grasp more complex idea later. See? In mathematics, you have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. That's a fundamental of mathematics. Beyond that, they can't be broken anymore. But with true power, they can be broken, man. You see? The basic is the essential, the core principle, the building block. So power, see, let's go back. Power is the ability to manipulate the fundamental. And the chart said that's an insightful statement, man. It's a powerful statement. Power is the ability to manipulate the fundamental. You see? Power in context refers to influence, control, or mastery. See? You have physical and spiritual mastery. With power, you master both. You see, manipulate the fundamental means being able to understand and alter. Not just to alter. See? We will be able to understand how the element works, man. And be able to bend them with ease. You see? To alter the core principle, basic building block. You see? You see, you have, you see, that's it, man. So going to examples on how the men of the Lord, you see, they bent the principle of things. You see, so this is the book of Ecclesiastes 47. I started at verse 1. And after him rose up Nathan to prophesy in the time of David. And as is the fat taken away from the peace offering, so was David chosen out of the children of Yeshala. Verse 3, he played with lions as with kids. That's not normal. See, normally, a regular Joe can't take on a lion. But King David, he went a step further. Not did he take on a lion, he played with a lion as you play with your daughter, man. As you play with your son, man. Your 3 years old son, your 3 years old daughter, man. That's beyond normal. So he was able to bend normal. He was able to play with normality, man. And then make the principle of life obey his will. That's power, man. And then with bears, with lambs, man. See, come on, man. See? Verse 4. Slew he not a giant when he was yet but young? Did he not take away reproach from the people when he lifted up his hand with a stone in a sling and beat down the boasting Goliath? See? You see? That's power right there, man. On a small level, that's just an inkling of what we'll be able to tap into, man. Let me see. This is Zechariah 12, verse 8. That day shall the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai defend the inhabitant of Jerusalem, and his heart is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. And we saw how capable David was, man. And the house of David, the 144,000, shall be as a power. See? Let me repeat that. And the house of David shall be as a power. They are higher, man. And the angel of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai before them. See? The ability, going back to the definition of power, the ability to play with the fundamental as you wish. The ability to bend the principle. See, that's power, man. See, the ability to make things move around as you wish, man. Make things happen. See? The ability to make time bend to your will. You see? You see? Let me show you something else, man. I see. This is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. See? The ability to manipulate time. See? So let me give you an example. See, like now, even these scientists, they are saying a day is becoming much more shorter than before. So what I was saying, I was giving an example. Even these scientists, they are coming out and saying the days have become much more shorter than before. And you yourself, if you are careful, you can feel the days becoming much more shorter. But your clock or your watch is not skipping a second. Or the 12 months in a year, or the season, they are not skipping. You have your 12 months, you have your season, See? But the day is becoming much more shorter. And the year is becoming much more shorter. So the more shy is omnipotent, all powerful. He can play around with time, man. You see? I'm not talking about changing the order of things. I'm talking about manipulating the time, man. But everything remains as it is. You get your season, you get your rain, you get your winter, you get your fall, you get your 24 hours a day. You see? But the time is short, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's beyond the money. How much money can you pay to be able to play around with time? Play around with gravitational force? Play around with the element? Something is I'll call molecular biology. Play around with molecular biology. You meet somebody who have been amputated, and you can grow that limb or back or anything which have been amputated, you grow it back. That's molecular science is there to be able to play with the element. I see. Regeneration. I see. That's power. How much money can you pay for that, man? See, power is priceless, eh? You see? There's a lot more thing I can talk about, man. I hope you are edified on the next.